Hello, lovely Leos, and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for June the 1st through to the 15th. So we are in Gemini season, which is actually a good season for you guys. It's pretty complementary. It generally sextiles your sun, and what that does is illuminates some gifts and abilities and skills that are coming out. So I think with that and Jupiter in Pisces, and there's a lot of really good energies around. We have Temperance coming in, which is Sagittarius energy, South Node, Jupiter. Just as we were talking about Jupiter, I feel like this could be a time where there could be some expansions and shifts, like a renaissance in terms of flow and balance coming back. And make the most of this time, Leo, because Jupiter has moved into Pisces momentarily for a couple of months, but then it turns around at the end of July and comes back through Aquarius retrogrades and comes back as an opposing your sun sign. So depending on what degree your sun's at. So this is just like a little break and probably a glimpse as to what next year is going to be like. But anyway. Let's see. Sagittarius is the opposite sign of Gemini as well. So when the opposite energy comes in, as we've talked a lot about that, it brings alignment. And so things are aligning, starting to see flow, as we mentioned, and balance. What else is coming through for you, Leo? I can see a little putty about to come. Mr. Starman's on the windowsill. He might make an appearance. We'll see. Ace of Cups, beautiful water coming through. So there is the healing, there is the joy, and here is as we're talking about that, here is Mr. Star coming in, fellow little lion, Mr. Lion, hey? So what else is coming in? So balance around your heart, around your relationships, around your feelings, around just how happy you are, or how you feel loved, or how loved you're feeling. So that's actually really nice. There's expansion around that. I feel like this is a feel-good time. So that's actually really good as well. Oh, and we have, this is what I love, Sword Prince, Gemini, Chariot. So we have the Sagittarius and the Gemini right next to each other. So those opposite signs are bringing the alignment coming in and helping with something that developing like a renaissance of ideas, bringing a whole heap of new ideas, new skills, new learnings. I was saying that Gemini is sextiling your sun or whatever other planets you have in Leo. So it is a sense that, like a lot of, I feel like just a lot's going to be coming out for you in terms of skills and abilities, and it's going to bring a lot of joy. So a lot of joy, a lot of flow, especially in areas where perhaps it's kind of opening your mind to new ways of doing things. Perhaps it's areas where you felt kind of a bit stuck intellectually or inside your mind, but it's kind of like you reached a point and then you kind of got fixed on a point, or you couldn't get beyond that, and it's like something is developing and growing on an intellectual level, on an ideas level, on an understanding level. So wow. And it could bring money with this Ace of Pentacles. This idea could be around being your boss, a new form of income coming through. So a new path opens with that Ace of Pentacles. It's fantastic. You've got two aces. So there's a lot of new, fresh energy that you're stepping in with. And Saggy being a fellow fire sign as well. It's all feeling really good. Everything's feeling quite aligned. So it's like sometimes when you have those periods where things just feel easy and they flow, that's kind of what this is feeling like, Leo. There's a moth that was like trying to jump on Star's leg, and he's like, where is it? I've got to find it. Now, we're crossed by more Saggy energy, Knight of Wands. So this is like want to do it, or you've got this idea, how is it going to happen? Maybe you don't have the impetus. You've got two Sagittarius energies coming through here. Wow, the sun. This is your ruler coming in, crowning you in your conscious mind. Wow, this is such a good reading for you, Leo. The sun, there's happiness and breakthroughs. Wow, right underneath like all this fire, beautiful. And at the base, the devil. Well, the sun is I think your conscious mind is very clear. There's something going on deep down that we're looking at, and that could be part of what's blocking this of moving forward and making some positive change. We'll see what's coming in with it. Judgment. So there's a lot clearing out underneath here with this judgment energy, which is good. We'll talk about that in a sec. The Eight of Wands. So yeah, it's clearing some heaviness and some stuck energy, which is fantastic. Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups in the near future. Oh, next to Three of Cups. Okay, interestingly. Let's pull some more cards. So there is a sense of you'll be leaving something behind, but there is a sense of leaving something behind, but there's celebration around that as well. So let's see. You are presenting as the Queen of Cups. So could be feeling very emotional, sensitive. The Queen of Cups is all about love and replenishment. The Ten of Swords, something big is ending around you in darkness. This devil energy, the darkness is rising, is leaving. And you can see this Ten of Swords pretty much says it all. In terms of that sun and the devil energy, the sun is rising and the darkness is leaving. So that is fantastic. I think smiting the devil pretty much. The Page of Wands is coming in, and lucky last, we have the Chariot. Fantastic. And now I'll just pull one more card to go with that, but just it's actually looking really positive here, Leo, in terms of overcoming something that has been a bit of an abundance block, some fear around that as well. So it's going to make you happy doing that. Just see if we can pull another card. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags. The King of Pentacles has come in around that. So that's fantastic. And at the base, we have the Hermit. So, yeah, I mean, there has been some soul searching around this. Absolutely. Whatever answers you've been looking for, you will now find them, which is good. So let's look at the situation. The Ace of Pentacles crossed by the Knight of Wands. You can see this is almost like a gift from the universe, you know. This is kind of like, look, here's a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, and what are you going to do with it? And it's kind of like what it's saying is that maybe you've been wanting to bring in something new, and it might have been there for a while, this idea of maybe you've always wanted to start that business. Maybe you've always wanted to start something, it's whatever it is to do with money, whatever. It could also be the Ace of Pentacles, can also be to do with your body, to do with your health, something you really wanted to always do. I just get this is something I've always wanted to do, or I've been trying to start and it just hasn't been happening for whatever reason. And it could be, you know, buying a home or moving to a new home or whatever it is. It's just that pentacle energy. And it's felt very, very stuck. It's like there hasn't been that positive movement forward because it's crossed by the Knight of Wands, which is very much, you know, feeling excited. You haven't been able to kind of get excited, or it's like you've wanted it there, but it's like the excitement level kind of got simmered down for whatever reason. And it's like you're going through phases with this. It's got the flows where you'll have times where you get excited, but then it feels like nothing's happening. And then you get excited again. And then it's like, oh, I just can't see how I'm going to make this happen or move forward with this. So this Ace of Pentacles might be, yeah, like whatever, however it presents, it could also be that you've been hindered by money troubles, by debt of some sort. So it feels like I'm seeing that money's starting to flow again with this, which has been really good. So, I mean, Gemini season is all around choices, decisions, writing, conversations, understanding things, new understandings. It's all around the intellectual mind, as we've discussed. And so that's why it's so fantastic with the Sun card. There's some kind of breakthrough coming in your conscious mind. And this is your ruler. So it's kind of like a ta-da moment, like ta-da. And it's like, oh, why didn't I see that all along? Or you're finally breaking through and getting past whatever block it was that you never got past the very first initial, this is an idea. It never got past that. And it's like something I want, but I've never been able to put it into action. And with this sun card, suddenly the sun is shining on you. This is your ruler, so it's going to feel doubly strong. Suddenly this clarity comes in, and there's a sense of breaking through the wall and seeing the opportunities and feeling the opportunities now. So this is in your conscious mind, and this is that sound in the background is the pool filter. If you're wondering what that ring wraith sound is, I don't know if you can hear it. But anyway, this is kind of like getting your motivation back, your drive, feeling like you can fly again. And so it's in your conscious mind. So it's kind of like this is really what either you are feeling or seeing in your mind, or it's something you're wanting to bring in. Sorry, Leo, I just had to fix that sound. So, yeah, I mean, with the sun card shining on you and right underneath that Sagittarius energy as well, I feel like this is good. I feel like you're getting a little reprieve from some things that have really been kind of bothering you. So that's actually really positive. So because we're seeing underneath the deep down energy, the Devil card and the Judgment, this is kind of at the root of the issue, or this is something that can be happening very subconscious. There's fear here with the Devil sitting right next to Judgment. So it could be fear of judgment, fear of being criticized, not wanting to get something off the ground because you're scared of how other people may perceive or see this. There's also a sense that with the Devil and the Ace of Pentacles, that there may have been a time when, like I said, things felt very stuck. Things felt heavy. There was just, in terms of that Ace of Pentacles, it's just felt like there was blockages, for whatever reason, whether that was financial, whether it was money was tight, whether it was fear was something, an internal block, whether it was something, a toxic situation that you were in, or a relationship that was, and this could have been in the past as well as, it doesn't have to be right now. It could be now as well. But it feels like a lot of stuff is coming up and being flushed out is what I'm getting, because the Judgment card is things from the past coming up, and it's time. You know, you can see the angel of the Judgment and the angel wings of the Temperance. It's sitting right below you and above you, and it's like it's saying it's time. There's almost like a divine intervention coming in here with this energy and going, it's time for you to fly and shine again. So you've felt very much your light has been dimmed for a little while, and it's time to really, the universe is calling up some things that are ready to go and saying time to leave. So, and the Judgment card can be, you know, just things that you thought were dead in the water, or things that you thought you'd resolved, or issues that you'd kind of shut the door on for whatever reason. Now they come up to be cleared. So there's this emotional cleansing that comes through, and with that can be an emotional time. But right next to the Balance of the Temperance, it feels like there's an emotional release or joy that comes through with this. So that actually feels really good as well. So the Eight of Wands in the recent past. And just want to say with the Judgment, it feels like there's a double ending, because we have the Judgment and then we have the Ten of Swords as well. It's like something really negative ends, which is really, really positive. And this could be a lot to do with your own thoughts and belief systems. You know, we are in Gemini season, and it does rework with that Sword of Prince. It is a sense of reworking some of your ideas around even yourself, what you're capable and what you're able to do, and around this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity that hasn't managed to get off the ground yet for whatever reason. So in the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands. There's been some kind of either news, very clear very clear messaging coming to you around this. So there might be very clear, however that's been presenting, that can precipitate some of this. It sort of feels like you've heard something and something's gone in and it's kind of shifted something inside of you. It shifted a motivation. It shifted the need to move. So it's like, I need to act on this now. I need to start doing this. So you're getting that message loud and clear. And it's kind of interesting because in the near future, you have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So you have loss right next to celebration or disappointment with the 5 of Cups, or the energy of an energy of being stuck in the past and not being able to bridge and turn around and see the future and feel positive about the future. And there's a sense that this energy does come up. But being right next to the 3 of Cups, it is a sense that it comes up and you kind of can look at it and then release it. Something that was, or someone that was stuck in the past, or an idea that was stuck in the past, letting that go. And so, yeah, it does feel like there's this joyful release around a past hurt or past disappointment that's occurred, which is really positive. So the 3 of Cups can also be social occasions. It could be getting together with family and friends as well. And it can be news of something, some kind of positive news that you're putting out there that people are going to respond to really well. So that's also fantastic. And so there's no wonder with all this happening that you are presenting as the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful Cancerian energy. It is all around your emotions, feeling safe. You have this beautiful Ace of Cups now. You have something, you have all this love, or you want to feel loved, or this self-love coming in. There's all this emotion, and this might be you really stepping into something that you love doing or with someone. But it does feel like, because it's with the Ace of Pentacles, that it is going to bring some sort of grounding and stability. It has the promise of that anyway. I mean, it's right at the very beginning. They're just kind of ideas stages at this moment in time. The Queen of Cups is you might be feeling very loving. It can also be that you're feeling the need to kind of refresh yourself for rejuvenation. You might be thinking, I need a little break away, or I need to do something nice for myself. It can be a time where you're feeling a bit emotionally sensitive, but I do feel like you're contemplating something on an emotional level, and you're in the right energy for this. So yes, I feel like, you're contemplating, what am I going to do with this Ace of Cups? And we've spoken about this, the energy surrounding you, the 10 of Swords. So something definitely in your environment, a heaviness lifts. And that's where we see with Temperance is it does bring balance. It does bring the sense of things start to feel good again. Things start to feel lighter. Things start to flow. So that's what's really nice about this 10 of Swords. We talked about the fact that the sun is rising and the darkness is lifting. So something has ended, and that ending can be anything really, but I do feel like it could be to do with generational stories around phobias and fears around putting yourself out there, or around money, or starting something new, or around even body image and home, what you deserve, what you deserve. And what your worth is. So it kind of comes to a lot of those root bases. The 10 of Swords can also be that and sitting with that 5 of Cups, it can be that you realize, and part of this new understanding and breakthrough is that you've realized someone or something has been deceiving you all this time, and it feels like a betrayal. So that's why there's kind of a loss, but celebration, because you're getting rid of that energy. With the Jupiter in Pisces, it has got a lot to do with that. They can be some of those issues around boundaries, betrayal, and also with the Ace of Cups, there's forgiveness and love that comes through with this. So there are all those themes coming through. But I do feel like there's this very clear understanding that there has been an energy that has been deceiving you, whether it's your own or somebody else's, and it's time to let that go. So with hopes and fears, we have the Page of Wands, and this is very much wanting to start something new. This is where you're getting all excited about something, you're getting all the ideas generated, you're feeling like, wow, this could be a really amazing thing, but hasn't actually started yet with the Page of Wands. And so that's why I feel like you're kind of revving up. You're kind of getting a lot of encouragement. The universe is giving you a little, not a push, but a lot of encouragement to actually start this. There's a energy around this for this to now begin and start flourishing. So that's actually really positive as well. So it's the Page of Wands is, you want to get excited about something, but maybe you don't want to get too excited if it doesn't happen. And that's just a hope and a fear. And really, it just shows how much you really, really probably do want to step into this, or how much you're strongly getting the messages to do it. So we have the answers to the riddles that have been going on inside your mind around this. The Chariot and the King of Pentacles, overcoming this block that has stopped you from starting this. And it's, conflicts ending in victory, the Chariot. Again, the Cancer energy coming through. So it feels like a safe time to step into this now, whereas previously it may not have felt safe for whatever reason. Thank you, George. George has been a bit quiet, but George the Rooster has piped up. So he's gone, thank goodness. And he is a real earth sign, George. So he's like with this King of Pentacles. And yes, he agrees. So he's kind of saying, issues around money. The King of Pentacles is Mr. Moneybags. It is around money. It's around success. It could be an issues around like dealing with someone who's an authority around money. So it could be dealing with a bank, dealing with a boss, dealing with a parent, dealing with anything, dealing with a partner, dealing with yourself if you identify with that as well. And again, the root of all this Taurine energy is around self-worth and around what you value and how you're valued, and how that represents in the material world. And so there's something new that's wanting to come out and be birthed that could bring you more money or bring you more success. And there's a sense of being able to overcome that now, overcome the block of even starting. So that's really positive. And then we have the Hermit as the overall energy, and this is a Virgo energy as well, so another earth energy. So it's really wanting to ground something into reality. This is not just a pipe dream and a pie in the sky, an idea. There's a lot of ideas generating around it. There's a lot of ideas being reworked, formulated, new ideas coming in, which is going to bring you the joy, like we said. But there is a sense with the Hermit that the answers going very deep within to see what's there. And what are you going to see when you see that? Probably this big block that's here. And that's when the breakthrough comes, sometimes just seeing things and seeing how things have been operating and working. So the Hermit energy is going deep to find the answers, but it's also saying that there is the need now for you to step into a level of you're ready to put this out to the world. You're ready to kind of, you're at a level of mastery to kind of teach and start this, like to share this with the world, really. Maybe not necessarily teaching doesn't resonate with you, but it's time, and it's time not to keep this to yourself anymore, not to just hold this within. It's time to share. And it could have felt like, this is very much, why am I doing this on my own? Feeling very kind of almost isolated or lonely can be some of the themes around this. Or you might need to spend some time to yourself. I'm actually not getting that. I'm getting that it's time to start. And it might have felt like, well, I need more support. It's not just me on my own doing this. But I feel like there's this sense that the universe is kind of saying, shift some perspective around this, because they wouldn't be encouraging you to start if you weren't ready, if you weren't strong enough, if you weren't the one that was meant to be carrying this out into the world. So that's kind of the message that's coming through with the Hermit, which is fantastic. So let's just pull an affirmation card for you, Leo. We've got 3 that have come out. Let's see. Lucky 3. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. It says, as I say... George is like really piping into your reading today. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Yes. And that's what they're kind of encouraging you to really say yes to this opportunity that's in front of you now. I trust my inner wisdom. That's the other thing that's coming out here with the Hermit, your inner wisdom. There's messages, very clear messages around that. And it might be it's now or never. You know, you've been wanting to do this for a while. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there. At all times, I am safe. Those words, I am safe, very important with this Cancerian energy, but also trusting your intuition coming through very, very strong with that Jupiter in Pisces, and you've got Jupiter crowning your readings. So it's kind of saying everything, what Jupiter does is expand, and Jupiter's also the teacher. So we're kind of getting like an energy of either you're stepping into a role of being the teacher. It doesn't mean you're actually a teacher, but you're actually got something to share, or you are being taught a lot, like a teacher energy is coming in, where you're being taught a lot. The sword prince can be around learning new skills, new abilities. So right next to the teacher energy of the Jupiter, I feel like you're being taught a lot. So be open to what, and because it's a highly intuitive time, be open to what messages you're getting, because it's wanting to teach you how to step into more abundance, how to step into more success, how to step into making this a concrete reality. And it says, my thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. And that makes a lot of sense too. It's so empowering, Leo. So that's really great. So we're going to finish off the reading with George, with a charm. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, a little fish. How cute is that? A little fish. There's plenty of fish in the sea. This is interesting because I get that this is all to do with, you know, fishes swim in a school, so learning a lot as well. So it is, and things start to flow. They follow the currents, so things start to flow emotionally, and that it is a sense of just going with those currents, going where you're being taken, going where you've been drawn, especially emotionally or intuitively as well. So that Jupiter in Pisces energy, and you've got Jupiter and the fish coming out, is having a really strong influence here on your reading. So, and that is very creative energy as well. So there could be a renaissance of ideas and creativity coming through for you. So allow yourself to go with the flow. It doesn't have to seem like a big thing, you know. It's not the big fish. It's not a big scary thing. It's not a big shark. It's not showing the fear. It's showing that you are kind of going with the flow of things. So yeah, it's really cute, I think. So that's it, Leo. If this really resonated, I do have an extended reading, which I forgot to mention at the beginning. The link is in the description box below. In the extended, we pull some clarifiers, find out what else you need to know about this part of the reading, and then we'll pull some cards for the near future and the future beyond and find out what else is coming in for you. And then we're going to pull some cards specifically for career, money, love, and relationships. So last week there was a shortened version of the extended. This week they're back to normal again. It was only I had time restraints last time. But so the link, I'd love it if you come over, because the extended's always more layers come out, more things come out, and you're like, oh, I wish everyone could be seeing this. George is like going, yes, go to the extended, go to the extended. The link is in the description box below. I usually pin it to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other and you would like to support the channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment or share, because that lets YouTube know that you appreciate this content. And also be sure to watch your sun, moon and rising to get a fuller picture of what's going on for you. So thank you so much for joining me, Leo. Please take care and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.